And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cal Bears offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The give to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. At midfield, he's got room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Golden Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started. In the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows...
He makes the catch in the end zone! Touchdown, Cougar!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah. Able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He breaks a tackle. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Berkeley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks. Breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off. Half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Westbrook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can...
Flying the friendly skies!
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Cal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. To throw, it's Duggar. They're working that left side. At the 45 on its way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just feeds the running back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. They're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Hauls it in. Ripping through the defense. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play. Just right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Quickly to the tight end. There's a live football. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Golden Bears enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Back to the ground with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays. making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.